What's up guys, it's MD Shady back at it again with another great video for you guys today. Today we'll be looking at my personal top 10 favorite Spider-Man Funko Pops.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh. So this list will be my top 10 favorite, judging on different things, some by value, sometimes by how great the pop looks, if I own the pop, different things like that. I mean, it's not going to be everyone's favorite 10 pops, but it's definitely my favorite 10 pops for any Spider-Man pops that have been made, and just the character Spider-Man, not villains or anything like that. So anyways, guys, let's check it out. So now, starting at number 10 on this list, I have the Black Friday GameStop exclusive Miles Morales Gamer, and it's actually the chase version. I do own this pop, and I feel like I needed to add some kind of Miles Morales pop, and this is the one that I own. I do have the common and the chase version, and I don't know, I always like a good gamer pop. This one's kind of cool because he has like what looks to be like an Xbox controller in his hand, which is pretty sweet. It's like an all-white controller, and I picked the chase version because he's unmasked, which I think really shows that it is Miles Morales, which I think you need with a good Miles Morales pop. Though there are a lot of really good Miles Morales pops, I do like this one, but probably because I do have a connection with owning it. Coming in at number 9 on this list is another pop that I do own, and that is the Hot Topic exclusive glow-in-the-dark stealth suit Spider-Man. I really enjoy this one. I believe I made a trade for this pop a few months back at a toy show with another vendor that was kind of our neighboring vendor, and this pop's sweet. It's pretty, what's the way to say it, like basic. It's one of those pops that looks like it's older, which it is kind of an older pop, but I don't know, there's something about the black and the green, and obviously it being glow-in-the-dark, which is awesome, that goes really well together. The box looks good too because I believe it's mostly like green packaging, which you don't generally see with Spider-Man pops. You usually get like your like black packaging or maybe blue and red, stuff like that. So I don't know, this one's just a little bit different than the other Spider-Man pops, so I figured it had to make the list. Coming in at number 8 on this list is the Walgreens exclusive Spider-Man, but the bombastic Bagman. This is a really interesting pop. The pose is pretty dynamic on it, where he's kind of crouched down, and it's different. It's a very different Spider-Man pop because he is wearing the Fantastic Four gear, obviously, and then has the bag on his head, which is just sweet. This is so different than any other Spider-Man pop, so I knew it had to make the list at least somewhere, so I feel like 8 is a decent spot. Coming in at number 7, I have the Iron Spider with the Nano Gauntlet. This is a pretty dang detailed pop. This is probably my favorite, it's gotta be my favorite Iron Spider pop that they've made. I knew I wanted to add some kind of Iron Spider, so I was looking through, and this one seemed to be probably more of a fan favorite one, if I had to guess at least, because I like it a lot. I feel like you get a lot of bang for your buck with this pop. You have the Iron Spider where he has the, like, spider, whatever you call it, like the mechanics on his back, and then you also have him with the Nano Gauntlet, which is pretty sweet. I feel like this is just a really good Iron Spider than your more basic ones. Coming in at number 6, I have the Emerald City Comic Con 2021 Spider-Man 2099. This pop is pretty sweet. I was thinking about doing the OG one, but once I compared them, I'm like, the newer one is better. I mean, obviously it makes sense. Funko is evolving and their molds are getting a lot better. But I do like that OG one as well. But I do think that the newer one for Emerald City Comic Con 2021 was better. I love Spider-Man 2099, so I knew that one of them had to make this list because I feel like it's just one of the coolest suits that Spider-Man has worn, any of the different Spider-Mans. So yeah, it definitely had to make the list. It's not one of the most like detailed pops or anything like that, but it is a cool pop and I like it a lot. Moving on to number 5 on the list, I have the Entertainment Earth exclusive Spider-Man vs. Spider-Man. This pop is hilarious. It is basically a meme pop, one of the first meme pops you've seen, where you have Spider-Man and Spider-Man and they're both pointing at each other. I'm assuming most of you guys already know of this pop and know of the meme itself. And it was just really funny to see when this was made that, wow, like Funko's actually doing this where you have both of these in the 2-pack, and they did it pretty well. I think it turned out great. I think that maybe some people might want to display this pop out of box. I would keep it in box. I actually don't own it yet, but that's because whenever I talk to anybody who was selling one, it's always sold out because people really enjoy this pop. Moving on to number 4 on the list, I have what I believe is gotta be the most expensive pop on this list, and that is the Japan exclusive Blu-ray metallic Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man. This is one of those grail pops that you just never see ever. I mean, there was a different version of the metallic pop, but I'm talking about the one with the Blu-ray, which was limited to 1,000 pieces, and just such a cool pop. I mean, when you talk about grails and Spider-Man grails, I feel like this is kind of one that a lot of people talk about. Not only is it exclusive to Japan, but you have to buy this Blu-ray bundle with it, which I think is an awesome idea. And there's just so much about this that is really awesome. You get the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man suit, and it's metallic, which the metallic actually looks pretty neat on this, especially with the gold eyes I believe it has on the pop. And then it comes in this super cool like Blu-ray bundle, which, like I said, it's Japanese exclusive, so the movie I would assume would be in Japanese. The box itself has like the Japanese writing on it, which I think is really awesome. I would love to get my hands on this, but this is a super pricey pop, so I don't know if I ever will, but it definitely is one of the coolest Spider-Mans I've ever seen. Moving on to number 3 on my list, Pop and Tea Bundle of the Blacklight SpiderMan. This is awesome. This is one of the first Spider-Man pops I owned. I had to get this when it came out, and I'm so happy I did. I love the t-shirt itself, where you have the front where you just have Spider-Man's head, and then the back has like more of an awesome looking art style on it. And the pop itself is so sweet. I was so happy when Funko started making the Blacklight pops, because for some reason, I don't know why I love them so much. I just think they look really, really cool. And even though they do use existing molds for almost all of the pops, I would assume, I don't think that really matters, because the boxes look so cool having the black with the different Blacklight colors on the box, and the pops themselves are amazing. And they're almost like glow-in-the-dark pops, while not actually being glow-in-the-dark pops. And this Pop and Tea bundle was just so cool. I knew it had to rank really high on this list. Coming in at number 2, I have the comic book covers of Amazing Fantasy, which is the first appearance of Spider-Man. This is really cool. I really enjoy this. The one gripe I do have with it is that he is swinging on the web, which is awesome. He's floating in the package, which I think is good due to a clear base, but his arm is kind of just stuck out like this, and unfortunately there's no like smaller pop of the I guess civilian that he's saving on the cover, so it kind of makes it look a little bit weird, but at the same time this is a really nice comic book cover, and this is one that I still have to add to my collection, and it's pretty much a necessity. And then finally, coming in at number 1, my favorite Spider-Man pop so far is the Previews exclusive Comic Moments of Venom versus Spider-Man, which is also actually metallic. This thing looks sweet. I mean, you have Venom looking like he's basically going to take the final blow to Spider-Man, where Spider-Man's basically knocked out on the ground, almost dead. And I think that the metallic isn't actually a bad thing with this pop. I do like how the metallic looks. It kind of wraps it all together in this shiny looking scene, which looks really, really great, and it is one of the most dynamic Spider-Man pops due to you getting Venom and you're getting Spider-Man, and you can totally tell what's going on in this scene that Funko's kind of laying out with this pop, so that's why it's number 1 on this list. But anyways guys, that's all the time I have for you guys today. If you liked this video, don't forget to smash the like button, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and let me know what is your favorite Spider-Man pop. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and hit that little notification bell to be notified when future content like this video gets released. But anyways guys, I'm out of here. Peace in, peace Peace out.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.